My name is Andrea Calderwood and I'm a producer and partner in Potboiler Productions. This year in Cannes we have Lynne Ramsay's Die My Love in competition. Lynne and I came to Cannes more than 25 years ago with Ratcatcher, which was on certain regard, and that was the film that really launched Lynne as a filmmaker on the international stage. It was my good friend Ruth McCants and I who commissioned Ratcatcher, and Ruth sadly died last year. She had a very aggressive form of stomach cancer and she died far too young last year, just when Lynne and I were starting to work on Die My Love. So it feels particularly meaningful as a way to celebrate Lynne as a filmmaker and the journey that she's been on, but also to celebrate Ruth. Die My Love is inspired by Andrea Calderwood's novel Die My Love. And it was Martin Scorsese that found the novel. We were told that he found it in his book club. And I think everybody wants to be in such a book club where Martin Scorsese's reading your novel and choosing it to adapt as a film. And he took it to Jennifer Lawrence. And Jennifer and her producing partner, Justine Carocci, brought it to Lynne to see if she wanted to make it into a film. And Lynne asked me to become involved as her producer. It's really a study of a snapshot of a woman's life at a certain period of time. She has a young baby. She's moved from the big city, in our case New York, to the Midwest, to a rural area. And it's how her life starts to unravel when she's there, how her life and her relationship and her view of the world starts to just spiral. It's a typical Lynne Ramsay film in the sense that it's very immersive. I know that people feel that when you come to Cannes, there's an expectation you might do a big deal or secure something concrete, but actually it's much more about nudging things forward, I think. And it's about catching up with friends, because at this point I've been coming to Cannes for such a long time. You've got friends who've really become lifelong friends here. And I always feel that Cannes is a moment when you kind of assess how has the year gone, what have you achieved in this year, which projects have happened, and really think about what your aspirations are for the coming year. My favourite Cannes memory is when I had Shane Meadows, Once Upon a Time in the Midlands, was in Director's Fortnight, and my daughter Temmie was born 2 weeks before. And the first week she was born, I felt I'd been hit by a truck. I thought there's no way I can go to Cannes, I'm going to miss the film being in Cannes. And the second week I thought I could take on the world. So my partner Bea and I just decided we're going to take Temmie to Cannes. And ever since then, people have asked me, how's the baby? Because they can remember her in a pouch on me in her dad's chest going to parties. And now she's here with me as my +1 for Die My Love at the age of 23. So she's grown up in Cannes. And I remember watching Call My Agent during COVID. And they had an episode set in Cannes. And I remember having this rush of nostalgia for Cannes. And thinking, oh, if only I could go to Cannes again. But we're all trapped at home, and I realised actually how much Cannes meant to me. I'm a bit of a sucker for Cannes because it just allows you to feel that cinema is important. And I love the feeling of rushing to see a film at 8:30 in the morning, or fighting to get into a film like it's the most important thing. You know, it's like life and death to get into this particular film, which you might not rush to go and see in the cinema in a normal week at home. It's a real chance to celebrate what we love about cinema, because everybody who's here is completely driven by the passion for cinema. So I think it's a real chance to immerse yourself in that and not really think about anything else for a few days. I'm really curious to see films like Urchin and Pillion and My Father's Shadow. We did Akinola Davis's short film, Lizard. So I really want to see My Father's Shadow. So a lot of the films that I'm keen to see this year are films that we are somehow connected with, or it's people that I'm interested in, and it's new filmmakers and new talents that I want to see coming through. One of the things that's great about Cannes is that you can just find yourself in slightly odd places. One of my favourite restaurants used to be Tattoo, the bouillabaisse restaurant, and find myself sitting next to Terry Gilliam and Sean Penn, who were discussing Greek mythology one year. It's that kind of combination of people having kind of slightly crazy conversations that you wouldn't expect to hang out with or to be in the same place at the same time. Don't have too many false expectations of doing a big deal or of nailing a deal in Cannes. I think it's more about the people that you meet as many people as possible, go to as many parties as possible, and just chat to people.